What's happening, guys? We are here, we are back, we are live for the second watch along of the day. Let me know in the chat you lot can hear me. Let me know the audio is all good. I'm just gonna double check it on my side because you guys know sometimes I don't be checking the audio before I go live, but it looks like the audio is all good. Al Hilal versus Real Madrid in Miami for the first game of their group stage. And you know what, guys? This is going to be a very interesting team. For many reasons, it's going to be a very interesting game. Number one, because this is the first time we're watching Real Madrid under Xabi Alonso, but it's also the first time we are watching Al Hilal under Inzaghi. This actually might be a lot of you guys' first time ever actually watching Al Hilal, but this is their first time playing under the new manager Simeone Inzaghi, who obviously left Inter off the back of that humiliating Champions League final against PSG. So I'm really excited. This is the fixture that I've been looking forward to the most so far in the Club World Cup. I'm not gonna lie, because I watch the Saudi League a lot, and obviously I watch La Liga a lot. So I'm really intrigued to see what is one of the better teams in Asia coming up against one of the better teams in Europe. Now, two players making their debut today for Real Madrid, including Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know the Liverpool fans are going to be hate watching like they've never hate watched before. There's going to be a serious hate watch happening today from Liverpool fans, sorry. But there is a debut for Trent there, and Dean Howson also, or Howson or Hills, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Dean Howson. Dean Howson is making his debut at centre back as well. So in terms of a lineup for Real Madrid, they got Courtois in goal. They got Trent at right back, Asensio and Howson in the middle together as centre backs. Garcia at left back, Fede Valverde in the middle with Tchouaméni and Bellingham, and then they got a front line of Garcia, Rodrigo and Vinicius. No Kylian Mbappe today, despite the fact that he's on my thumbnail, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't know he would have be out with a cold, but Xabi Alonso just confirmed that he's out with a flu. So no Kylian Mbappe. And on the flip side, well, Al Hilal maybe do not match up pound for pound like Real Madrid, but I think they've got enough to hold their own against Real Madrid. In goal, you got Yassine Bonu, Moroccan goalkeeper, former goalkeeper of Sevilla. At right back, João Cancelo, Koulibaly at centre back alongside Saudi player Al Tambakhti, and you got Renan Lodi at left back. You got a midfield partnership of Neves with the Sari, and then you got a front three of Malcolm on the right, Milinkovic-Savic in the 10. You got Salim Al-Dasari, who is one of the best Saudi players, guys, ever. I actually think, well, not ever, but I'll say in this decade he is. If you guys remember the World Cup, Saudi Arabia versus Argentina, he's the one that scored that screamer against them to beat Argentina in the group stages. So that's Salim Al-Dasari. And then you got Leonardo up top. No Mitrovic, which is interesting to me, and I don't even think he's on the bench. No, he's not on the bench as well. But there is a player on the bench, guys, who I really like. His name's Mohamed Kanu, and he's a Saudi midfielder. I remember watching him in the World Cup for Qatar, and I thought, oh, this guy's a pretty decent midfielder. But in terms of the bench for Real Madrid, they've got Arda Güler, they got Modric, who is obviously yet to leave. They got Dani Ceballos on the bench as well. You got Vasquez on the bench, and they got a lot of younger players. They got a lot of young players on the bench. So I'll expect to definitely see some rotation in the team. But you know, Real Madrid are playing predominantly most of their key players. Personally, I can watch Trent play and appreciate what a great footballer he is. Yeah, I know. I can appreciate Trent now that he's at Real Madrid. Like that's the problem I was having earlier with City, that City have players that I like, and necessarily it makes it difficult for me from a tribalistic perspective to really like enjoy watching them because they play for City. I like your shirt, Mina. Who is it? This is a Cape Verde shirt. I was saying earlier on the stream, on the last watch along, this was the closest I had to an African team, and obviously were an African team playing against Manchester City, so I thought it was only right that I wear a Africa t-shirt, football shirt. There is a lot of fans, by the way, a lot of Real Madrid fans, but of course I'm not surprised. I think Real Madrid have a huge fan base in America, so I'm not really surprised that there's so many present at that game. One thing I don't really like about the Club World Cup, guys, I don't know if you guys like it, I don't like this individual walkout that each player has to do. This ain't basketball. This is not basketball. I do not like this at all. Teams should just walk out all together, do the lineup, sing your national anthem, or just shake hands, whatever. Get the game started. Why do I have to watch each? I feel like that takes about a good 5 minutes when you're watching both sets of players coming out one by one to announcers. It makes it difficult to watch. Like, that's another 5 minutes you've wasted. They're literally getting ready to do it now as well, which shows that it is about 5 or so minutes. But predictions, I don't even know. I don't even actually know. I actually do not know what the scoreline might be. I'm gonna go with you never know what to expect from Al Hilal. That's the thing. Al Hilal can play a blinder today and then next week have a stinker. And same with Real Madrid, but I don't want to put too much pressure on Real Madrid because it's just the first game under Xabi Alonso. But I do expect to see a big difference in their football than what it was like under their previous manager. Inzaghi, man, hold your head in shame. I can't believe no one is... People are still respecting him gracefully. The fact that he lost 5-0 in the Champions League and then ran away to Saudi straight away. If a football player did that, you would never hear the end of it. That player would never hear the end of it if they lost 5-0 in the Champions League, a star player, and then ran to Saudi straight away. But I think all eyes are... Oh, Al Hilal's kit is banging. Oh my god, I really like Al Hilal's kit. The only kit that I have from the Saudi League right now is Al Nassr kit. So maybe I should add that Al Hilal kit to the collection. But there's a lot of... I'm not surprised that there's a lot of Saudi... I'm not surprised that there's a lot of Al Hilal fans there because they follow Al Hilal around, and I think there's quite a lot of Saudis in America. But definitely there will be more Real Madrid. Like this is the game that I expect to be packed out in all the group stages. This is the game that I expect to be packed out. I think they said it's in Miami, if I'm not wrong. Let me double check. Hard Rock Stadium, where is that? Miami, yeah, it's in Florida, Miami. Yeah, this is the game that I expect to be. If there's a game that's gonna do good in numbers for FIFA, it'll be this game. Wa alaikum salam, Uthman. How you doing, bro? How you doing, bro? Look at this, man. What is these one by one? What is this one by one walkout? What is this woke nonsense? What is this woke nonsense? One by one walkouts. I hate this. I gotta watch people walking out one by one, guys. Do you like? Does anyone like this, by the way? Does anyone actually like this? My leg is not getting any better. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I just took 2 painkillers, so hopefully that will last me for the evening, and then I'll take another 2 before I go to bed. Tomorrow I gotta go outside though, because I've been cramped up indoors for the best part of 4 days now. Thank you. I mean, thanks. It's crazy. I thought today was Thursday, guys. Why do I get my days mixed up all the time? Last week when it was Thursday, I thought it was Wednesday, and today I'm thinking it's Thursday and it's Wednesday. Oh my god, these walkouts are not finished. There is no way there's anybody out there that enjoys these one by one walkouts. There is no way. It's just, yeah, Philip, I agree. It's a waste of time. Like, they started the walkouts at 7:54. And they're not even finished with Real Madrid's walkouts yet. Come on, Al Hilal. Because I'm supporting Al Hilal, guys. I'm supporting Al Hilal. My boy Fede Valverde, man. I'm sorry I got a hate on you today. Do they do it in volleyball as well? They do walkouts in volleyball. I just thought it was basketball. It's taking too much time. Who you lot supporting, guys? Let me know in the chat. Real Madrid or Al Hilal? I'm supporting Al Hilal, man. I need a Trent masterclass. That's the only thing I can enjoy Trent's football without being a hater. Let's go! Come on, Al Hilal. That's why I'm wearing blue, guys. Man, like Renan Lodi. Couple of players I'll tell you lot to watch out for in Al Hilal. Salim Al-Dasari, number 1. Kanu, if he comes on, number 2. And the other Al-Dasari that plays in midfield, there's 2 Al-Dasaris. There's Salim Al-Dasari, and the other one is the Sir Al-Dasari. One's black, one's Arab. Al Hilal today, Al Hilal tomorrow, Al Hilal forever. Whoever pays my bills. Man like João Cancelo. Man like João Cancelo. Man like Tambakti. This guy, Al Tambakti, guys, he came back from an ACL injury. He's been out with an ACL injury for a minute. Look at this. Look at these Saudis just chilling or like in their thobes and get there. Man like Kalidou Koulibaly. They got a lot of fans though, I can't lie, guys. There's a lot of Al Hilal fans. Ruben Neves. Who's going to score? Milinkovic-Savic or Ruben Neves? Who's more likely to score out of the two of them, guys? I want Al Hilal to win and humble Real Madrid. Same, but you know how it's gonna go. If Al Hilal lose, a lot of British journalists are gonna come out and talk about how Saudi spends so much money on players and they can't win in the Club World Cup. I already know how it's gonna be. I already know what it's gonna be. My boy Salim Al-Dasari, let's go. That's my goat. I'm joking. Nah, that's not my goat. But he's a baller though. He's a baller. Saudi have to qualify for the World Cup because next year will probably be his last World Cup. Look at all of this, guys, and the game still hasn't started. FIFA, I don't know what you guys think you're doing, but this is not it. If I could leave a feedback for the Club World Cup as a consumer of the competition, I would say get rid of this. Scrap it. Are they going to do national anthems now? Surely not. Look, the players don't know what's going on. They're confused. Okay, now they're going to shake hands. Okay. Alright, shake hands. Let's get the game underway. Man like Xabi Alonso. It's so weird seeing him as a... Guys, you know what really makes me feel old? When I see footballers that I grew up watching as managers. Like, Philippe Luis was the coach... Yesterday, was it? I can't remember what team it was that he was coaching. Was it? I can't pronounce the name. But anyways, watching players that I grew up watching as a manager makes me feel so old. American football 30-man squad's walkout takes 15 minutes. I've only seen them do squad walkouts in basketball. Not that Philippe Luis. The one that played for Chelsea back in the day. Yeah, he's the head coach of Flamengo. There you go. The one that played for Chelsea back in the day is now the head coach of Flamengo. I mean, he did spend time at Atletico, but I remember him from Chelsea for some reason. Oh, look at that. Now they got ads. Now they got ads. Club World Cup, sort it out. Sort it out. It's 2 minutes past kickoff. The game should have started by now. The game should have started by now. But instead I'm watching what am I watching? Preseason hype for the NFL. I'm looking forward to the NFL starting. Hopefully I'll be able to go to some of the NFL games that are being held here in the UK in October, I think it is. All right, we nearly got football. I can't. What the zone doing these ad stuff. Look, it's so funny, guys. Yeah, my whole Twitter is full of people rooting for Trent now, and the people that are not rooting for Trent, you guessed it, Liverpool fans. Right now, I'm just scrolling Twitter, and everyone's saying, "Come on, Trent, let's go, Trent." It's good to see Trent in a Real Madrid shirt. By the way, guys, both managers are renowned for a back three, and neither of them are playing a back three. Why? Because you work with what you got. This is just a example of that. You work with what you got. I'm a Chargers fan. I opened the season against the Chiefs in Brazil. I haven't even actually checked the schedule for the Patriots because I don't care about the Patriots anymore. I might glory hunt and go support the Eagles or something. All right, we nearly got kickoff. Would you not judge me if I stop supporting the Patriots and I start supporting a new NFL team? I'm gonna support the best team. I don't like being a loser. It's a pretty decent crowd, guys, for a midday game, for a mid-afternoon game. Kickoff underway. Let's go. Al Hilal kicking off the game for us. I'm not sending shots at Amram. I'm just saying, the fact that, you know, two new managers, both are known for playing a back three, yet neither of them are playing a back three. Why? Because you work with what you got at your disposal. Because that makes sense. I was desperate for Palestine to qualify for the World Cup and they conceded a 96-minute penalty. I don't even think that should have been a penalty. I was desperate for them to qualify as well. I was desperate for them to qualify. That would have been the best thing ever. Support the Ravens been a first black quarterback to win 3 MVPs. Nah, do they win Super Bowls though? Because I'm trying to celebrate Super Bowls. That's why I think I should celebrate. I should join the Eagles. However, I like to play with the Chiefs in Madden. So maybe I should support the Chiefs. But I feel like NFL is similar to basketball. There's cycles of teams that are good like every 5-6 years. And then maybe the Patriots might become a good team again. Big switch. That is a horrible pass from Vinny. Vinny's hair looks tight as hell. Why does his hair look so tight on his head? Alright, please. Al Hilal, Real Madrid. Give us something interesting to watch. Please. Please. Give us something good. Something decent. Please. I can't deal with a snooze fest personally, guys. Me personally, I can't deal with a snooze fest of a game. We back. Yes, we are. Al Hilal, there you go. First ball in. Savage. Takes the shot. What kind of weird save is it? Oh my god, ref, that's a yellow. That's a yellow. That's a high foot. Fede Valverde, you're my guy. And I like you. But that should be a yellow card. Because that's a high foot challenge. What is Garcia doing at left back? That is guys, is that a very unusual save from Courtois? Salim Al-Dasari is going to put this top bins. Salim Al-Dasari, let's go. Top bins. Oh. Is that Lodi taking it? Or Malcolm? Okay. Okay. Salim Al-Dasari is not taking it. Looks like it's Malcolm taking it. And Milinkovic-Savic. Both of them standing over it. And Ruben Neves. So 3 of them standing over it. I got a feeling this might go top corner, guys. I think this might go top corner. Because we know Ruben Neves can hit it. And we know Savic can hit it. And we know Malcolm can hit it. Yeah, it's going to be Savic. Straight into somebody's head. I don't know who, but yeah, that was a poor one. But Salim Al-Dasari got the ball now, going for the little 1-2 with his fellow other Dasari. Ball in. Oof! Oof! Ruben Neves goes for goal from quite far out. I don't want to over anticipate this game, guys, but we might, based on the first 4 minutes, we might be in for a decent game. There's a lot of space in the middle from Real Madrid are leaving so much space in the midfield. Again, it's only 4 minutes in, but that's the first thing I'm noticing. Long switch to Rodrigo. Rodrigo has been the most underwhelming player for me with Real Madrid in the last season. Maybe Xabi Alonso can change the trajectory of his career, but he's been really underwhelming. Go on, Dean Housen, show us what you got. Okay, just give the ball away. Okay, fair enough. I just want to see Cancelo getting robbed off the ball, by the way. My Bengali brother in the starting lineup. Yeah, he is. He's starting at right wing. He's starting at right wing, Mbappe on the left wing. Although Xabi Alonso hasn't really changed much in the starting lineup. Goes for goal. Asensio. Has Trent touched the ball yet? I don't know if we've seen Trent touch the ball yet. Al Hilal just giving the ball away straight away. Okay, maybe I hyped up the first couple of minutes for no goddamn reason, guys. I need that goal for Inzaghi on. Is that not just a polo top that he's wearing? I really like Al Hilal's kit though. I hate the fact you can't really get... Why in the UK it's so difficult to get kits of other continents. Like, you can just about maybe find a Barcelona and a Real Madrid shirt in like Adidas or Nike store, but if I wanted to get like a Boca Juniors shirt or a Flamengo shirt or Nutmeg from Vinny, but if I wanted to get like an Al Hilal shirt or like a Wadad shirt or whatever, it's not easy. It's so difficult to find. Even national teams is so difficult to find. Yeah, Real Madrid is a global team and they got bare fans. Just target Trent, guys. Send Trent, let Trent be 1v1 against Salim Al-Dasari. Is that Ruben Neves just popping it around? Look at that. Trent, he's in no man's land. He's caught in no man's land. Asensio has to cover for him. A Ronaldo loan and Al Hilal jerseys going platinum at your local store. It's so hard. I think apparently Al Nassr don't allow shirts to be sold outside of their club store. Unless you're buying like a replica shirt. But the official match shirts, you don't really find it in anywhere. Yeah, Trent is getting caught out already, but one pinged pass and he's completely changed the trajectory of the game. Who's that down? Fede Valverde, head injury. He might have to come off. If that's the case. Guys, I'm recording my video after this stream for Man United hot takes. So if you want your opinion to be part of that, go to my Twitter. I think it's like the 4th recent tweet that I did about United hot takes. I tweeted it yesterday at 9 PM. Replied to that tweet with a hot take, and I'm basically going to reply to that tweet. So if you guys want to be part of the video, don't say anything blasphemous, but obviously something that you believe other people wouldn't believe. All right, get on with the game. What? Bounce? Why is it a drop ball? I thought it was a throw-in. I actually thought it was a throw-in. Yeah. Al Hilal's positioning is so interesting because even though he's starting with a back four, it still looks like they're playing with a back three and wing backs. So adaptability, that's the word that we like to hear a lot. Adapt. But it definitely looks like he's playing with a back. It looks like he's playing with a back three when he's not actually playing with a back three. Savage. Malcolm. He's got the overlap with João Cancelo, which he uses. Clips the ball in. It lands to Desari. Oh, just wide. Just wide. That was a good play. That was a good run of play. Pretty much everybody in the front line touched that ball. Salim Al-Desari went for goal. That was not a pass. He just misvolleyed it. Oof. Oof. How delusional are the hot takes? There's some really crazy ones, guys. I can't lie. There is some really absurd hot takes. And I realised Madrid aren't really playing with an out-and-out striker. This Garcia lad that's playing up top. Oof, something. He left something on Tchouaméni there as well. Al Hilal are playing. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That's Clarence Seedorf over there. Baggio is there. Madrid are not taking this cup serious. Yes, they are. They're playing a strong lineup. Rodrigo's playing. Vinny's playing. Bellingham is playing. They told Bellingham you can't go and have surgery. Do you know how crazy that is? They told him you can't have shoulder surgery because you're going to the Club World Cup. So they'd rather miss him for the first couple of months of the season rather than the Club World Cup. Garcia with the ball to Tchouaméni. Where's Trent? Ooh, look at the positions that Trent is taking up, guys. Look at the positions that Trent is taking up. I need to take a screenshot of that because in case I do a video about it. I need to take a screenshot of it. He's literally in the 10 position. But that's the thing. If Trent takes up those... Allah. Ooh, risky. That's risky. That is risky. What formation are Madrid even playing? They're playing 4-3-3. You think Rodrigo would go Arsenal? Apparently he'll only go if he's told that he's not wanted. Oh, there's a Saudi prince there as well, guys. You can see the names on the back of their seats. If you don't want to see that, why is people wearing Al Ittihad shirts in the crowd? Every time they're showing Seedorf, guys, look at the names of the seats of people. You can see one of them. His name is His Royal Highness Turki Al something. So he's probably a royal. I actually think that's the Minister of Sport in Saudi, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, I think Rodrigo will only go to Arsenal if Real Madrid tell him that they don't want him. That's the only way that I see him leaving. I think he should leave regardless. Because he's living in the shadows of how many players? Trent progressing the ball to Rodrigo. They got a man down as well. Look at... Trent switches the ball and it goes straight out. What happened there? Rodrigo and him jump for the ball. He takes a little elbow to the back. That was never going to be a penalty, by the way. That was never going to be a pen. I hope Brahim Diaz can leave Real Madrid to the Premier League. I want Arda Güler to leave. I like Arda Güler. I feel sorry for him that he doesn't really play much at Real Madrid. So I would like for him to leave. All right, we got another. That's the second time that we're having a stoppage. There's going to be some extra time in this game. Gula got some more time last year. Seen some reports Xabi really likes him too. That's why I feel like there's a possibility that Rodrigo will leave. I'd take Gula on loan over Mbumo, by the way. 1 year of Arda Güler over a couple of years of Mbumo. Usman, I don't know. I don't think he would have went Barca because he's not. Who's he playing? Who would he have played over? Especially like right now. He'd be in the same position that he is at Real Madrid. There's better players ahead of him. Little 1-2. Vinny. Ooh, he didn't touch him. Thank you, Vinny. Get done for diving. Thank you very much. Vinny, you got no shame. Diving in the Club World Cup. Vinny, you got no shame. You've actually got no shame diving in the Club World Cup. Look at that. He jumps over him. There's no contact. He don't touch him. Do you know how shameful you have to be to dive in a Club World Cup, guys? True, true. They would never have brought Dani Olmo. That's true. I can agree with that. What are we saying? Do you think we might see Vinny get sent off, guys, in the Club World Cup? What's the possibility of him getting sent off? Vinny's so shameless. Very shameless. On the ball again. This time he gets done, but the ref ain't going to give him nothing. The thing is, you dive once. The ref is not giving you nothing. You just got to keep playing, Vinny, because otherwise, if you let these guys get in your head and they physically bully you, it's a madness. Now Milinkovic-Savic is on the floor, but I don't know why. Bro, get up. Your team is on a counter. One more. Trent 1v1. 1v1 against Salim. Oh, Salim just overplays it. Vinny gotta do what he gotta do. You know what I don't get, man? Why did he do a documentary? Was it because he thought he was gonna win the Ballon d'Or? So that would have been the dropping a doc after winning the Ballon d'Or. You know, me growing up watching football, you had to be like retired, number one, to drop a documentary. Like players dropping documentaries whilst their career is still ongoing. That's some woke nonsense. But all jokes aside, like the best documentaries that I've watched have always been a substantial time after someone's retired. Like look at The Last Dance, for example. Like that came out 2020. That's like 20 something years after what's his name retired, or just under 20 years after what's his name retired. That's how it should be. Today I don't want to watch a LeBron documentary now. I want to watch a LeBron documentary 15 years after he retires. Big up to Koala. I hope you're doing well. I never watched the Vinny documentary. To be honest, there's a lot of football documentaries I haven't watched because it's just become congested as hell. Like, I think the most recent football documentary I watched was the Luis Figo one. I think the Luis Figo one is the most recent football documentary I watched. And I actually enjoyed that because it was so long ago. Number one. Number two, it's good to... Pogba, yeah, and the Pogba doc. Yeah, I like the Pogba doc, but you guys know I'm going to like the Pogba doc. You guys know I'm gonna always say that I like the Pogba documentary. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you lot just come through. You lot know the rules, man. You come in, you wipe your feet, you say hi to everyone in the chat, you hit the like button. If you want to join the membership club as well, you can. It's the pinned comment in the chat. You get your badges, you get your emojis, you get your custom member content. Of course, you get to support the growth of the channel as well. And if you want to support the channel in alternative ways, you can. By sending in super chats with your comments, with your questions, with your thoughts, or just to show some love. You see we got a super chat goal for the stream. And if you didn't know, guys, I'm on crutches. I have a MCL/LCL injury. So if you guys don't like the stream and you don't support the channel, then I think you just want me to just amputate my leg, basically. No one wants to, everyone wants a LeBron document. I don't. I want a Kobe one. Why is Pogba your GOAT? He's not my GOAT. I just... Renan Lodi! Come on! Come on! Okay, never mind. It's offside. My bad. My bad. I thought that was onside, guys. Is he offside? He's so offside. He's in my house right now. He is so offside there. Damn. Good finish, though. The Pogba documentary is on Amazon, if I'm not wrong. I think it's on Amazon. But Pogba is not my GOAT. He was just one of my favourite players of this, what's it called? This decade of football. Like, he was one of my favourite players to watch. You should be wearing an Al Hilal jersey. I don't have one. I was just saying how difficult it is in the UK to get jerseys of other continental clubs. So clubs in Asia, Africa, South America. It's hard to get jerseys of those clubs unless I buy like a replica one or I buy it while I'm abroad. That's the only way I could get it. Great link-up play, by the way, for Al Hilal. If Milinkovic-Savic can find someone, Trent intercepts. Never thought I'd hear myself saying that. Yeah, Kobe documentary would be a good one. It would be a good one. The way that the commentators pronounce names is so annoying, guys. But also, I have that problem of mispronouncing names as well, so... I need a Boca Junior jersey. I need a, what's it called, jersey? Boca Juniors is on my bucket list. I have a whole wish list of jerseys, that's the thing. So, and I have one rule. When I travel to a country, I always buy a jersey from that country, whether it's their local club or the national team. So, when I went to Thailand, I got a Thailand one. When I went to Malaysia, I brought a club. Garcia, what kind of shot is that? That's the worst missed kick that I've ever seen. AC Milan jersey is popular here in Cape Town. Liao aura has killed the youth. When I went on holiday to like Malaysia and when I went Malaysia, I saw a lot of Manchester United and Liverpool shirts. But then when I went to Thailand, I saw a lot of Arsenal shirts, which was weird. Renan Lodi 1v1 against Trent. Okay, he goes back instead. Don't be scared of Trent. Milinkovic-Savic. Well, he can still ball, you know. Milinkovic-Savic can still ball. Look at this one-touch football. Al Hilal are playing tiki-taka football. Are my eyes deceiving me, guys? Is his brother the goalkeeper? Is that his brother? I don't think so. I just think they got the same name, no? They just got the same surname. Both clubs, this is their first competitive game with their new managers. Is this worth not playing FIFA for? I think it's been a decent game so far. Ball in from Salim. Beat the first man at least, my friend. It's another corner. At least beat the first man. Why someone talk about Boca Junior? People are wearing Boca Junior shirts in the crowd. I think they just buy the tickets for the game. Probably like if I was there to watch my team and my team's not playing today, I'll just buy tickets of whatever team is playing and go watch that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. All right, another in-swinger. At least beat the first man this time. Can you? You got Koulibaly. Whoa, what kind of corner is that? The guy he's got no power and no height on his deliveries. I can't lie, guys. Al Hilal are playing decent football right now. Oh, the audio is so close. I just heard Jude Bellingham tell the linesman to F off. The microphone is so close to the pitch. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just heard Jude Bellingham say, Our ball, F off. Damn. Argentinians are passionate about the sports. That's why they got aggressive when they concede against Argentinians. Who are you talking about? Boca Juniors? I have no idea who you talk about. Malcolm, cut in and shoot, bro. They got Jude Bellingham on defensive duty. Frank Garcia oh, he's getting spun. He got spun. Malcolm on the volley goes wide, way wide. It goes out for a throw-in. Garcia got spun twice. The best 2 games I've watched so far was Boca Junior versus Benfica and Porto versus, what's it called? I can't even remember. It feels like a lifetime ago, guys. I feel like I've lived 50 years since I got injured. I feel like it's been 50 years, but it hasn't. It's been like 5 days. Or even less than that. How long is it? It's been about 6 days. But I generally cannot remember. Sunday to me feels like a lifetime ago, guys. Vinny is on fraud watch right now, guys. I can't lie. Right now, Vinicius is on, and Rodrigo. I know it's only 25 minutes in, but man, Xabi Alonso. I saw again quotes from a Real Madrid aggregator on Twitter that was saying that Xabi Alonso has been focusing on like defending altogether, attacking altogether, because he realized that a lot of the players weren't supporting in defense. Oh, Koulibaly driving the ball forward. Tchouaméni can't even catch him. Salim cuts in. Ooh, big interception from Tchouaméni. Huge interception from Tchouaméni, who... Was that Koulibaly that darted past him? Big man like Koulibaly getting past you like that. Oh my god. Oh, Salim was about to put that bottom corner, man. He was about to put that. I want Salim Al-Dasari to score, guys, because I want him to pull out his trademark move. I want him to pull out his trademark celebration, which is like he does like 2-3 back flips in a row. Corner. At least beat the first man this time. Finally, and he gets another corner. Al Hilal got Real Madrid on toast right now. Look at all the Saudi fans in the crowd. There's a lot of Saudis there. Ball in. Outswinger. Oof. Tambakti wins the ball, but goes out. I don't know why Xabi did not stick with his formation. I mean, he's working with what he got. Neymar should be here. Neymar played like 3 games for them. I think he played like altogether like 100 minutes. The guy barely played any games. I don't even know how many minutes. I can't remember exactly how many minutes Neymar played, but I know for a fact, because I was doing Saudi content for the Zone at the time. I know that he played like 100 minutes or maybe even less than that. You watch Love Island, Minna? No, I don't. I haven't watched Love Island in years. I think like maybe like 4 years is the last time I watched Love Island. Love Island was funny to watch when people were on it to actually find love. Now people are just on it to get famous, become influencers, etc. So, man, you shouldn't be watching Love Island. Like, I don't want to start gender war, but Love Island for me is not. I think women should be watching that. Although, yeah, Love Island USA has been all over my social media feed. Everyone keeps talking about someone called Huda. And I have no idea who it is. I just know someone from Love Island USA. but I have no idea who it is. All right, look how high up Real Madrid are. They're on the halfway line. They're on the halfway line practically. Real Madrid ain't got the minerals to benefit off of Trent's deliveries in terms of in the forward line. Like, I feel like they got Garcia up front, but it's practically... Oh, the ball stayed in? No, it went out. Apparently went out. I can't enjoy Geordie Shaw now. Who still watches Geordie Shaw? Gary, can you believe that Neymar had to be paid out? Like, they paid him out of his wages. We got a water break. We got a water break. Is the weather that hot? The weather is that hot in, excuse me, in Miami that they have to have a water break. None of these people were from New Jersey, really? I never watched Geordie Shore when it came out, or Jersey Shore, whatever it was called. I never watched that when it came out. But I don't really watch reality TV much, guys. I don't really watch reality TV personally. I like ghetto reality TV. If I tell you lot the kind of reality TV, you lot will laugh at me. If I told you the kind of reality TV I watch. Cobby's brother was on Love Island. Yep, Cobby's brother was on it, but he never used to claim being Cobby's brother back then. And then when Cobby Mano burst onto the scene, he even changed his social media names to have Mano in it. I like to watch a show called Baddies, which is basically the whole concept of the show is people just beat each other up. Literally, the whole concept is just to fight every episode. I'm a Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I used to like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, New York, but that's like 10 years ago. I don't watch Real Housewives. Flavor Flav? No way. No way. Who's watching Flavor Flav in this day and age? I feel like reality TV don't even hit anymore. Like, because like I said, with Love Island, similar to Love Island, everyone's just trying to be famous now. People are not doing reality TV for the plot anymore. Everyone's doing it to be famous now. Alright, water break's over. There's actually quite a lot of seats filled up, guys. It's not bad, I think. Alright, game's back underway. For me, Al Hilal have been the better team, if I'm being honest. Al Hilal have been the better team. Might not have created a heap of chances, but definitely seem more of a threat than Real Madrid do. Go on, Vinny versus Cancelo. What you got for us? Instead, Malcolm's doubling up on him. Tchouaméni with the ball. Trent's doing exactly what I thought. Ooh, shot from Rodrigo. Not bad. Not bad. Thoughts on Trent? Trent is playing exactly how I thought he would play for Real Madrid. Rodrigo holds the width and he comes into the 10 half spaces. Exactly kind of what I expected. I don't think he's been involved that much though. I don't really think he's been involved that much for me to really have like a strong opinion on his first 30 minutes in a Real Madrid shirt. You know what's crazy, yeah? Rodrigo prefers to play on the left instead of the right, but he's left-footed. So I would have thought he'd prefer to play on the right, so it's easier for him to cut in. Big switch to Renan Lodi. Oh, well done. Trent's defending. Not Trent defending. Vinny got the ball. Could be on a counter. Valverde, Rodrigo. If he goes back post, he does. What a pass. And what a finish. What a finish. Gonzalo Garcia. But that ball, do you guys see that ball from Rodrigo? Wow. What a ball from Rodrigo. The funny thing is, Real Madrid needed just one chance. Real Madrid really just needed... Oh, Rodrigo's right footed. My bad. My bad. But you see that pass. I can't lie, I ain't never heard of this Gonzalo Garcia, brother. I had to actually look and see if he's a real person. But apparently he is. That is a great pass. I don't know if that's a great pass or if that's just poor defending. Is that a good pass? Or is that just poor defending? Gonzalo Garcia, bro, I ain't never heard of it. And I feel like I'm not living up to my rep of knowing football. He's from their academy, guys. Literally, he's from his academy. But he's made appearances for them before. That's crazy. He's made appearances for them in La Liga the last season. I've never heard of him. I have never heard of him, bro. Apparently, he played in the Copa del Rey quarterfinals back in February. He scored for them. Bloody hell. Forget the shot. That was just a great pass from Rodrigo, man. That was a top pass from Rodrigo. Perfect weighted pass. If that was United, our players smashing that into the defender. Trying to find the reverse pass, but Rodrigo's there to defend. Listen, Xabi Alonso said they're defending with 11 and attacking with 11. He didn't lie. Because I'm seeing Rodrigo defending. I'm seeing Bellingham defending. I'm seeing Vinny defending. I'm seeing this NPC Gonzalo Garcia defending. I'm seeing a lot of people defending that I wouldn't expect them to defend for Real Madrid. Like, I remember Vinny never used to get back under Ancelotti. That was a bad defending. Yeah, I feel like he just didn't. The centre-back did not commit. R1 double tap X. Yeah, it was low ball. I just feel like the defender, the centre-back, Tambakti didn't commit. And I don't think he realised someone was behind him either. Well, we finally got our first goal of the game. About bloody time. It only took about 30-something minutes. And that's crazy because that was really Real Madrid's first real chance. Seriously, is Trent playing? Because I'm barely seeing the guy touch the ball. Look, he's in central midfield. He's playing in central midfield. You're going to have Asensio going out wide. Back to Trent. United fans, would any of you guys ever get a Trent shirt? Great pass. Great pass to Bellingham. Gonzalo Garcia. Ooh, takes it too wide. Bonu makes a save. Would you guys ever get a Trent shirt? A Trent Real Madrid shirt? Who you got in this game, Minna? I'm supporting Al Hilal, but also Real Madrid. Like, I'm not too fussed. I think Real Madrid will win, though. But I don't think it's going to be a complete blowover. I don't think they're going to dominate. I think it might be an equally balanced game. Me personally, I can never get a shirt of someone that played for City or played for... I can't get a shirt of anyone that played for a top 6 team if they played for that team after the top 6 team. So, for example, I have a Crespo Palmer shirt, but that was before he went to Chelsea. So, I see nothing wrong with that. But, for example, I wouldn't get a Diogo Costa shirt after he leaves Chelsea because he's already played for Chelsea at some, like, he's already come from playing for Chelsea. So I wouldn't do that personally. supported United, but Michael Owen was my favourite player growing up. Michael Owen being your favourite player growing up is so random. Out of all the players, that is so random. What's the weather like in Miami, by the way, guys? I have a Son Korea shirt. The Spurs count? The Son count? Because I feel like Son is too miskin. Like, he's a lovely... He seems like a lovely guy. So I don't think it's too bad to have a Son shirt. Penalty! Penalty! Thank you very much. Is that Dean Howson that just gave away a penalty? Leonardo got dragged by his shirt. That's a clear pen. That's a clear penalty, can I say. Who was that? Was that Asensio or Fran Garcia? That was Fran Garcia. What kind of defending is that? That is shocking defending. That's Asensio. It's not even Fran Garcia. That's Asensio. What was that from? Isn't that the same guy that gave away a penalty against Arsenal? He's on fraud watch. He's actually a fraud, that guy. Salim Al-Dasari, come on. This is the Messi of Saudi, guys. 31 degrees. What's the weather today here in London? Because it was hot today. And I didn't like it. It was 25 degrees today. And I didn't like it. Excuse me. Okay, so it's not Al-Dasari taking it. It's Ruben Neves taking it. Ruben Neves steps up. Go on, Ruben. I don't want to jinx it, but I think he's okay at pens. So I might as well just update the scoreboard now. There you go. 1-1. He still hasn't taken the pen, but I'm just going to update it because he's probably going to score. Go on, Ruben. Go on, then. There you go. I told you. Confident. Confident. We got a game on our hands now. We got a game on our hands. I've been going to Old Trafford since the 60s and I only have one shirt, the blue number 7 European Cup 1968. I wish I could get a shirt from 1968. I wasn't even born then. My parents weren't even married then. It's good seeing you sit forward again, Minna. I'm not even sitting. I'm sitting forward, but I've pushed basically the table to give me space to stretch my leg. But thank you. Thank you very much. When I saw Ruben and Ronaldo and Semedo playing for Portugal, I was like, the coach likes what he likes. I hate Portugal's coach. Bro, I hate Martinez. He ruined Belgium. He's gonna ruin Portugal as well. By the way, this is not Inzaghi ball because if man just said it, but Al Hilal, Al Ittihad supporters celebrated in the crowd. Al Ittihad fans, guys, in the crowd with Al Hilal are celebrating. That's jokes. That's jokes. But anyways, as I was saying, this ain't really Inzaghi ball to me because Al Hilal were good even before Inzaghi joined. But also, it's difficult to understand or to, I think it's harsh to judge a manager solely on the first game of his kind of tenure because he hasn't really had a lot. I think he's had like 2 weeks with them. And this is their first competitive game. So it might not be the most time. What a ball. What a ball from Malcolm to Salim Al-Dasari. What a touch. Cut in. Trent, shoot! Oh, blocked. Saudi support all the Saudi teams. Yeah, there's no such thing as a rivalry when they're playing other people. When they're playing each other, there's a rivalry. Nah, Trent defending after I watched him leave the back post empty for Liverpool how many times? Crazy. Crazy. I actually might DM Trent because I'm going to ask him who his Spanish teacher was. I'm going to ask him who his Spanish teacher is because Vinny? No. Make sure you guys hit the like button, guys. If you just come through, be sure to hit the like button. There's not really any entertaining games, guys, throughout the rest of the group stages. After this. Next week, there's some good games, but I might have to stick to doing daily dose of minnow after this. Xabi is on fraud watch already. 43 minutes in. You're saying that Xabi is on fraud watch. I think that's a bit harsh, Loki. Loki, I think that's a bit harsh. Flicked on. Fran Garcia goes home instead. I'm still not sold on Real Madrid's backline. I know it's only 45 minutes, but they still feel a bit shaky. Salam in a big up, Salam. Salam, how you doing? How do you feel about United's first 5 fixtures? Saeed's crashing out already. I don't know why people and this is not Saeed that I'm talking about, but I'm just speaking about in general. Like, the fixture list is just a fixture list. Like, maybe people are more caught up at the fact of who you play and at what time you play them. But I think it's better to get some of the games out of the way early in the season, because the prospect of having a new manager in the season and then having to come in and not have an easing period, or it's worrying. But one thing that I'm comfortable about is that United, we're going to play a lot of Saturday afternoon games, guys. I think we're going to play a lot of 3 p.m. games because of the fact that we're not in Europe. Well, Vinny is stinking up the place. Wow, what a ball. Again. That's the second time I've seen a great switch. But one thing I will say is, though, playing Chelsea, City, and Arsenal in the first 3 of the first 5 games, that's no joke. 1 game a week could be a big blessing in disguise. I mean, I was saying United should be in 1 game a week, but people were cooking me back in January when I was saying United shouldn't be in Europe. United should focus on 1 game a week. When you focus on 1 game a week and 1 Premier League game a week, that's your bread and butter. That once you get comfortable in that, you can then go and compete in Europe, and you can compete with the big dogs. If you can't compete in your consistent league that you're playing in week out, how can I expect United to be dominant in Europe? That Europa League loss, as much as I hate it and I think about it and I hate it, it might be a blessing in disguise. What a pass. Oh, what a shot. What a shot from Salim Al-Dasari. Oof. Serious link-up play. That is serious one-touch football, guys. Oof. Takes a little touch from Asensio. Gary, so am I. I'm looking forward to all the 3 p.m. kickoffs that I can actually go to and not worry about a Sunday 4:30 kickoff. I'm looking forward to it. All right, corner. Straight into the keeper's house. Keeper's hands. Straight into the keeper's hands. Guled, big up for the super chat. I appreciate it. Says big up sis, big up bro. I hope you're doing well. Even though you're a Spurs fan, it looks like. Kadeem, how you doing? How you doing, Kadeem? I hope you're good. Al Hilal better play better ball than us. Respect Al Hilal, guys. They ain't no small dogs, bro. These are not European. These are Asian champions. Like, they've won multiple Asian league titles, Saudi league titles, sorry, Champions Leagues, Asian Champions Leagues, etc. They are a good and entertaining team to watch. So don't be, and also they got one of the best Saudi players in Salim Al-Dasari. I realized though, where's Mitrovic? There's no news about Mitrovic's absence. That was really a blessing in disguise, Minna. But with that, though, I'm expecting us to finish in the top 5. How can you expect, Josh? How are you expecting us to go from 15 to top 5? I do agree though. United have to finish in the top end of the table. That's for sure. Like they have to finish in what I think. What would you say is a reassuring position for United to finish in? I think top 6. So I think the Spanish and German teams win more UCLs. They coast for 50% of the season, having a winter break. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. Mitrovic not even on the bench. Nope, he's not on the bench. I don't know if he's out injured or... because he was just on international duty before. So I don't know. I have no idea what's happened to him. He didn't travel, but why not? Is it because they're trying to sell him? Is that why? You lot saying top 6, minimum 7, third. Guali, you're mad. European football position would be a good finish. So top 8? How many managers finish 15th, get 200 million to burn and can't expect top 5? I genuinely think one game a week will be a blessing in disguise for United. I mean, it's not a blessing in disguise for me because I knew it was going to be that. I knew that's what United needed. But for me, it'll tell me a lot about Amorim. Oh, what a pass. What a pass. Leonardo versus Howson. Offside. But yeah, for me, I think it'll tell me enough about Ruben Amorim to know whether he's the man. Like, the first 5 games, I think, will be enough for me to know. First 5 games will decide where we finish. The thing is, Liverpool had a decent opening last season in terms of games. They didn't. I think United was probably the most competitive game that they had, which was early September. So sometimes having easier fixtures work in your favour. But with saying that, it's not necessarily always the case. There we go. We got half time. We have half time. Let me just stop the timer. Al Hilal have dominated possession, guys. Like, if we look at the stats, 55% possession, 11 shots on goal, 2 on target. That's their only problem, is that their shots are nothing. They're not threatening. They're not nothing. Let's actually look at the fixture list, because I've seen people going... It's the biggest conversation today, the whole fixture list. I'm more intrigued at the fact that there's no Boxing Day games, guys. I don't know if you guys have seen, but it looks like Boxing Day games are not going to be a thing anymore for the Premier League. I think the EFL will be playing on Boxing Day now, and Premier League teams will be playing on the 27th. Boxing Day football has always been a thing. It's like the equivalent of like Christmas Day NBA. It's like that. It's always something that you expect to happen. But let me actually pull up the fixture list quickly here. Fixtures. So we are starting at home against Arsenal. I'll be at that game. I'll definitely be at that game. Should I do that to myself, guys? Should I do that to myself? Go to the Man United versus Arsenal game. Tickets are already going to be expensive because it's a Cat A game. So tickets are going to be around £60 to £97. It can vary. But that's actually August 17th. It's a sunny day. I might as well go to that game. But opening weekend, 4:30 as well. That's like the second to last game of the opening week of Premier League. Then we got Fulham away, we got Burnley at home, City away, and then Chelsea at home. So we're playing two out of the top... we are playing 2 games against the top 6 at home. Fulham is never an easy game for us, let's be honest. We just about beat them away at Craven Cottage this season back in January when Lisandro Martinez scored that last-minute screamer. And then Burnley... It's a newly promoted team. Then we got Brentford, Sunderland. We got Brentford away, Sunderland at home, and then Liverpool away, Brighton at home, Nottingham Forest away, Spurs away. Everybody is focusing on the first 5 games, and they're not looking at the first 10 or so games of the season. We're playing Forest, we're playing Brighton, we're playing Liverpool. Like, everybody is so hung up on the fact that we're playing Arsenal on the first day, and we're playing Man City at some point, and we're playing Chelsea at some point. But we're playing, firstly, every team that I've named except for Burnley, who weren't in the league last season, every team, and Sunderland, who weren't in the league as well, every team that I named finished above us last season, except for Spurs. Spurs finished one point off of us, right? Every team, so 3 out of those, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 out of 11 games. Wait, so that's, sorry, 8 out of 11 games, they all finished above us last season. First 10 games, we can get 22 points, and I'm being conservative. You think we're going to be on 22 points out of 30, Yusuf? Whatever you... your optimism, I admire it. Me, maybe I'm not pessimistic. I'm trying to be realistic. I'm trying to be a realist, as realistic as possible when it comes to United next season. One thing I'm trying to do is have low expectations for next season. Like, I'm trying to have, not because for me the standards are in the mud, just because I genuinely don't know what to anticipate. And also I think it's very difficult to predict anything when I haven't seen the way the transfer window has turned out. Wait a minute, what are your predictions? Oh, no predictions. We're just talking about the fixture list, and Yusuf just said United can get 22 points out of the first 10 games, which is 22 out of 30. Saying that we could beat Liverpool, we can beat Arsenal. I think we could beat Arsenal, but again, that's me saying this just based on, we beat them at home usually, or we get a result against them usually. But really and truly, we don't know how the transfer window is going to pan out. And once the transfer window finishes, or maybe we get more players in and we get more players out, then I think I can confidently predict something. I can confidently predict something. But for now, it's very difficult for me to say this is what's going to happen and this is what's going to happen. Sometimes when your expectation is low, you end up doing well. Exactly. It happens. Last season, my expectations were high. I came into the season, guys, saying 20 GA for Rashford. I said 20 goals, all comps for Rashford. I said Ten Hag going to finish top 4. I said we're going to win Europa League. We're going to get to the FA Cup final. Like, my expectations were ridiculous. Imagine an Aussie bomber minute. We need a cigar stream if that happens. I don't smoke. How can you say that to me? You can't see I'm wearing a jab. You talk about cigar. The best you'll get is a sunglasses stream. That's the best you're gonna get. Mina, what do you think about the raised ticket prices at United? Yeah, I don't agree with it. But what can we say? Like, people are not gonna boycott. People are not, like, to get change. You gotta make some dramatic, I think, boycotts. I don't know how you lot can predict next season without seeing the way this window finishes. Like, for me, it's very difficult to do that because I have no idea how the window is going. Big up to Dipper. She says, why is this team stressing me out in June? It's only your first game. It's only your first game under Xabi Alonso. No need to no need to panic. Let me see if there's any other news. You know, one thing I hate about aggregators on Twitter. See, look, Fabrizio, guys, for me is just, I don't rate Fabrizio like I used to, because he's saying, I don't think Gyökeres has said no to Man United. I think Gyökeres told his agents to tell Man United that his priority is Arsenal, which is different because this situation can change in a coming weeks. But if somebody says to you that you are not their priority and someone else is their priority, in my eyes, that's a no. That is me. That means it's like my mum. It's like me asking my mum, "Hey, today I want to eat pasta," and my mum said, "No, I'm making rice." What does that mean? That means I'm gonna eat the rice. That means no pasta. That means a no. So the same way he's saying, like, for me, it's just, I don't know. To me, that's a no. And people are, I think, telling themselves that he hasn't said no just to give themselves some hope. Because I remember when I did a video on the weekend and I said, yeah, like, he said no. And people were like, no, he hasn't said no. He just said Arsenal's his priority. Is it? But what other way? Do you want him to verbatim say N-O? N-O spells no. For me, I'm on to Fabrizio, I can't lie. Personally, if we don't get a striker and goalkeeper, we'll be lucky to get 5 points out of the first 10 games. I believe Gary. Gary said he's been going to Old Trafford since the 60s, man. He's seen things that we haven't seen before. But some of the hot takes that I have coming on this new video that drops tomorrow, guys, you're gonna be shocked. I actually need to get ready. I need to edit it after this. You see, guys, what I'm doing. Let me know if the thumb is ready, please. What I'm doing for the sake of content, guys, even when the things I'm doing for content, even when I'm on crutches, guys, I'm sitting here since 5 p.m. I watch along, edit a video, upload it for tomorrow. Meanwhile, my MCL and my LCL is about to fall off the joint, and I'm in a lot of pain. But to be honest, I took 2 of these now. Well, before this stream, I took 2 of these. I don't think I should take 2 more. Like, I think I just need to firm the pain. And after this stream, I need to ice my knee. I think Romano just saying anything to get clicks at this point. He knows people will watch his videos regardless. Yeah, and then the aggregators are going to aggregate it. And people are going to tweet about it and quote tweet it. And everyone's going to talk about it. And it's the same thing. Like, in the last week, I've seen the same thing said by Fabrizio, said by, other journalists about Mbeumo. He's given his priority to Manchester United. Brentford and Man United are still in talks. What else? Like, there's nothing else you can tell us anymore. There's nothing else you can tell us. And yet people will lap it up and be like, oh, Mbeumo update. There is no update. How'd you mash up your knee? I mashed my knee up running. So I wanted to run a 10K, guys. I wanted to run a 10K in November for charity. So I was training to do a 5K. And then once I did the 5K, I was going to do the 10K charity race. And I was going to promote the charity, kind of get people to donate for it, because it was a charity and a cause that is special to me. And now I can't do it. Maybe I can if I don't end up having surgery. So just pray for me that I don't end up having surgery. I don't mind having a mash up knee, guys. Just pray that I don't have surgery, because if I have surgery, that means I'm gonna it's gonna be a longer recovery time. Do you think Amram survives next season? I don't know. I actually don't know. A strong part of me thinks he might not. A strong part of me thinks he might not survive. But that's mainly because there's nothing for me to buy into from the manager. Like, right now I'm just holding on to 1% faith. Like, that 1% faith, that's what I'm holding on to. And I'm scared that we might just be back at square one again come October, November. Imagine come October, November, we're still at square one. Philip, it's not my charity. It's an existing charity, but I was just going to run and raise money for that charity. He'll be in Portugal for Christmas. He might be back as sporting manager. You never know. You never know. Imagine coming to Man United for a year and then going back to your old job. Lit. And you're walking away with a severance package. Because United had to pay you off to sack you. That's lit. I've seen people talk about Nicholas Jackson as an option to United. And I just don't know why you would want that. No disrespect to Nicholas Jackson, but I just don't get why you'd want that. Let's see if there's any news before the second half is underway. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you just come through, man. You guys know the rules. You come in, you wipe your feet, you say hi to everyone in the chat, and you hit the like button. If you want to join the membership club, you can. It's the pinned comment in the chat. You get your badges, you get your emojis, you get your custom member content, and of course you get to support the growth of the channel, the ever growing channel here. Every single day the channel is growing. If you want to join, what else? Yeah, the membership club. If you want to support the channel as well in alternative ways, you can by sending in super chats with your comments, with your questions, with your thoughts, or just to show, some love. We have a super chat goal on the stream, and you'll help me reach that. And you know what, guys? Does anyone have a dream here? Before we get on to the second half, does anyone have a dream? Deadline Day Live Bomber. Bro, we don't... Who takes news source from Deadline Day Live? Because they just tweet anything and everything. Emi Martinez wants Manchester United. Is that the news? Oh, Ben Jacobs is saying that. Ben Jacobs is saying that Emi Martinez has made it clear he is interested in signing for Manchester United, and Aston Villa have refused to rule this out. It could take close to 40 million to sign him. United have not made a final call on replacing Onana. If we've got 40 million to spend and we're going to Aston Villa with 40 million, you buy Amadou Onana. If I look like spending 40 million on Emi Martinez. Are you guys being serious? Like, 40 million? Are you taking the PISS? Excuse my language. Excuse my language. But are you taking the PISS? Talking about 40 million. The United tax is actually crazy. Guys, I thought it was a joke. I had to go and see where Ben Jacobs actually said that. I have a dream Amorim wins the league. I dream that we'll win the domestic treble and Ahmad wins Ballon d'Or. You guys' dreams are crazy because my dreams have nothing to do with Manchester United. My dreams have nothing to do with football, guys. Like, well, it does have stuff to do with football, but not Manchester United. Like, I want to see Man United win the league. And, oh my God, my knee's hurting. I want to see Man United win the league, and I want to see Man United win the Champions League, etc. But I wouldn't say it's my dream. I've seen it happen before. I would love Cole Palmer in a United shirt. You mean personal dreams? No, just dreams in life, innit? Just dreams in life. It doesn't have to necessarily be personal. I like this stadium, by the way. This is a cute stadium, guys. Why don't they try and make Old Trafford look like this rather than making it look like that igloo that they're trying to build? I'll tell you a lot of story. I met Cole Palmer's parents. He did grow up a United fan. And I was like to his parents, like, yo, like, come on, man, 2026, like, bring him to Old Trafford. And they were just laughing. I was like, please, like, dead ass. I was sitting in a box at a football game with them. By the way, after watching Walkout, who's a sub at PSG, don't you think that Ahmad is overrated? No. No. I just think PSG players are happy to go and sit on the bench at PSG and be a sub player. Oh my God, my knee hurts so bad, guys. People are happy to be a bench player or be a substitute player for PSG because they're winning stuff. So in order for United to be able to do that, United have to be winning stuff. Do you get it? I have a dream Amorim figured out his build-up structure and goes to a midfield free and becomes top 5 young coach in Europe. What are you saying? He becomes superior coach of the year? My dream, man, why did you have to just take it so left? Like, you're not even saying, like, I dream to go to heaven. You say, my dream is to be in Barbados. My dream is to be full-time employed doing content. That is my dream. One day it will come true. Maybe in the next, like, 12 or so months. My dream is also to be a pitch side reporter for someone. TNT, Sky, beIN Sport, CBS, DAZN, anybody. Any media outlet, my dream is to be a pitch side reporter. Arda Güler's coming on, by the way. Arda Güler is on for, I think it's Asensio. I think it's Asensio, number 35. Is that not Asensio? Or am I bugging out? Yeah, it is. Asensio's come off. The fraud. He's actually a liability. There's no way that I know that they were linked to Kanate and maybe getting him on a free next year. But there's no way they wait until next year to get another centre-back. CBS, honestly, yeah. Chalaboy, that's where I see myself. CBS is my kind of vibe. It's my kind of vibe. Minna is clever. Got good grades, everyone. Actually, I got decent grades in high school. I got good grades for my degrees. For all my degrees that I got good grades for that. But in high school, I got very, like, decent grades. We got Kickoff underway, or we're about to have Kickoff underway. Real Madrid kicking off. I'm trying to just start the timer, bro. Just hurry up and kick the... Oh, right, there you go. We've got Kickoff. Big up to Mads with the super chat. Big up to Mads says for the new knee. If I could go to the shop and buy a new knee right now, well, I would. If I could go to the shop and buy a new knee, I would buy one. If I could buy an LCL, MCL, even if I have to buy it separately and put it together, I would do it. Because this life is not it. It's not it. But big up to Mads with the super chat. I appreciate it, Mads. Thank you so much. What's the benchmark for Xabi Alonso this season, Mina? I don't know. I feel like Real Madrid fans can tell us more about what they expect from Xabi Alonso. Ooh, crossbar! Real Madrid just hit the crossbar. Oof. Was that Arda Güler that hit the crossbar from there? Vinny Jr. Oh, what a save! Overhead kick! No! What is going on? Milinkovic-Savic gets the clearance away. I'm too busy trying to put my headphones on. I'm seeing someone do an overhead kick. I'm seeing someone hit the crossbar. I'm seeing someone out jumping Koulibaly. What is going on? Who is this keeper? Yassine Bonu, the Moroccan goalkeeper that used to play for Sevilla. This is the goalkeeper. I think United was linked to him at some point as well. That's quick reflexes from Bonu. I can't lie. Onana could never. You know what's so funny, yeah? It's so funny whenever we see a keeper do something. And the first thing as United fans is to say Onana could never do that. Well, like, that's how you know we're traumatized by Andre Onana. So now we got... I think it's Tchouaméni playing at centre-back. But where's Rodrigo playing? I'm so confused. He's still playing on the right. Arda Güler's in midfield. Howson is overrated. I don't think he's overrated, but I don't think Zabani got enough respect at Bournemouth with him. I feel like he stole all the headlines, but Zabani's on his way to PSG right now, and he's going to be the replacement for Marquinhos. I think he's as good, if not even better, maybe, than Howson. Bellingham plays a poor crossing. Whereas Mbappe, he's not in the squad today. He's sick, apparently. Apparently he's got a flu or something like that. Great touch. Look to your left. You tried to do the flipping theatrical pass. Marcus Leonardo, you tried to do a theatrical pass there. Trent. Rodrigo. He's got Trent with him, who plays the first time ball in. Vinny keeps it in. Oh, Vinny just skipped past Cancelo. Like, Cancelo wasn't even trying, mate. Hey, what the hell was that from Vinny, guys? What on earth was that shot from Vinny? Bloody hell. Nah, I can't believe that. I can't believe Aston Villa want 40 million for Emi Martinez. They must have lost their damn mind. Go on, give us something to cheer so we can hate on Real Madrid in peace. Vinny's so overrated. I don't know what's happened to Vinny, but he's just fell off. Like, in the last 12 months, the fall off has been real. Oh my god. What do you think about the Mudryk ban? I just don't get how you get banned for doping, and the doping didn't make you any better. He was doping backwards. Because how do you dope? How do you take performance enhancement drugs, but your performance never enhanced? Oof, that's a strong challenge. Real on the break. Trent's picking up their spaces that I thought he was. Ooh, he skips past Koulibaly. Ooh, he gets tackled. He gets clattered there. He gets clattered there, but Trent is picking up all the spaces that I thought he would pick up. This game is heating up, guys. This game is heating up. We might see a red card soon, and it might be Vinny because he's on a yellow. Fede Valverde with the shot. Oof. Some people speculated that Chelsea might have spiked him. If Chelsea spiked him, that's crazy. That is nuts. That is really, really nuts. If people generally think that. Make sure you guys hit the like button, by the way, if you just come through. How are you doping backwards? Honestly though, how are you doping but you don't improve? I think a deal can be done for Emi Martinez for 30 million. You got 40 million to spend with Aston Villa. Why are you not buying Onana? Aldasari. Tchouameni, big interception. Tchouameni has been good defensively, by the way. I heard Mount might be leaving Man United, guys. He might go on loan. If he stays, though, it's just for squad numbers. That's it. But I did hear that Villa and Spurs wanted him last summer. On loan. Koulibaly with the ball. Ruben Neves, by the way, guys. He can still ball out. I love how people assume when you go to play football in Saudi, that's it. Your career's over. And yet, Al Hilal have been reasonably, I think, the better team in this game so far. Malcolm with the ball. Leonardo, Cancelo. Why did I say his name like that? Cancelo. The commentator keeps saying Cancelo. Aldasari. What amazed me is how Anthony... Oof. Leonardo hits the side netting. What amazes me is how Anthony was hounded, yet Mudryk was doing even worse. It's United tax. Everything, when you're in a United shirt, everything is under a microscope. Why did he just not flick it backwards? He should have went back. By the way, these lot are sweating like mad, guys. Look how sweaty the Inzaghi's t-shirt is. Ew. And he's shouting so much I can hear him from here. João Cancelo, by the way, he's sleeping. I know it's humid, but still, like, bloody hell. You're not even running around. Why are you sweating so much? Oh, Yassine Bono got serious distribution, guys. He's got seriously good distribution. The same distribution that we were gassed up about with Onana. I'm actually seeing it from Bonu. I ain't seen it from him yet. Vinny 1v1 against Cancelo. Again. João Cancelo again. Hey, Ryan Cherki was getting cooked for less than this today. Ryan Cherki was getting cooked for less than this. Oh my god, guys, my knees hurt. If you see me making like a wincing facial expression, it's because I'm getting pain in my knee. Ugh, they just give the ball away. It's the same with Xerxes. I'm not a huge fan, but the way people go out of their way for a guy who costs 33 million. Exactly. That's why with me, with Xerxes, I was very much not indifferent about him, but I feel like people had a lot more vim and energy for him than they did for people like Rasmus, who cost triple that, nearly triple that. Kelleher wasn't going to join Man United, number one. Number two, he wouldn't join to be a second keeper. In that case, he should have just stayed at Liverpool. He wanted to be a number one keeper, which I don't blame him. Guess what I'm drinking here, guys? Try and guess what I'm drinking. It's not a weird drink or anything. Okay, I know it looks weird, but it's not a weird drink. Apple juice. Nope. It's one of my favorite drinks, guys. Iced tea. Yes, sir. Peached iced tea. It has to be peached iced tea. I only found out like last month that peached iced tea actually was tea. I went to the shop and I was getting an iced tea cooler from Costa. And they were making tea to make my drink. And I was like, oh, all this time I thought I was just drinking like juice or something. I didn't realize it was actually tea. Crazy. Can you guys tell that I'm not really that familiar with certain stuff? If it's football, I can tell you everything. If it's gaming, I can tell you everything. Basketball, etc., etc. I can tell you everything. But things like peach iced tea, what it's made of, I can't tell you. Well, Vinicius Jr., Ryan Cherki was cooked for less. I actually need to see what his lineup is. What his stats are. He's been the worst player on the pitch for Real Madrid. But apparently he's created the most chances. He's only won 1 duel. His stats are identical to Ryan Cherki's, but Ryan Cherki got cooked. Make it make sense. Ladies and gentlemen, make it make sense. Who do you think wins the NBA Finals? I think OKC win. I'll be very shocked if the Pacers pull it back. I'll be very, very shocked if the Pacers manage to pull it back. Free kick. Free kick. I'm just trying to take my breaths, guys, so that my pain goes away. Yeah, I saw Halliburton is probably going to miss the rest of the final, potentially, innit? Where's Jude? Jude is here. Jude Bellingham is playing. Arda Güler free kick. Go on then, show us what you got, Arda Güler. Why not? Why not? Why not? Show us what you got. Ball in. Great delivery. Koulibaly, of course, is there to pick it up. Bellingham, 1, 2. Koulibaly again. It might be a counter. It could be a counter. Brother, there's a guy behind you. Man on. All the way. Never mind. Never mind. I thought Salim Al-Dasari might have had it there. What was that? What was that? Vinny? Rodrigo? He's just, I don't know what Rodrigo's trying to do there. I don't know what Rodrigo is trying to do there. Arda Güler with a little skill, but he puts the ball out for a throw-in. So are Real Madrid the defending champions of the Club World Cup, guys? Oh, Real Madrid got a lot of fans, you know. The whole crowd is Real Madrid fans, except for the section of Al Hilal fans. Everybody else is Real Madrid fans. Bloody hell. Is there a lot? It's Man City. Oh, I thought Real Madrid were the defending champions because they've got the badge here. Yeah, I don't know why there's a lot of Americans I know are Real Madrid fans, which is weird. It's so weird to just suddenly be a Real Madrid fan. I don't know. Vinny's on fraud watch, guys. Real Madrid won the Intercontinental Cup, not the Club World Cup. So why do they have the emblem here in the middle? Why have they got the emblem? Free kick, ref. No, that Trent edit was jokes. He didn't even fly from Liverpool Airport. That's what made me laugh the most, is that he flew from Manchester Airport. And people were getting mad about that. Let's go, Saudi. What was wrong with how the Club World Cup used to be? They've destroyed it. I don't think anything was wrong with it. I just think this is more money opportunity. And I don't think it was as big. I think now they... Oh, Roberto Carlos in the building. But now I feel like they're forcing us to watch it because it's in the summer and there's nothing else on. Whereas before, the Club World Cup was during December times, right? So unless your team was in it, you wouldn't really watch it. I do think the European teams are taking it serious. 125 million to win is worth taking it serious. Trent plays a very long ball in that lands to Vinicius. João Cancelo versus Vinny. Vinny goes far back post. You got Vinicius putting crosses in instead of running at his man. Woke nonsense. What is this? Oh, before they weren't taking it serious. You're saying before they weren't taking it serious, but now they kind of have to because there's more prize money. And it's in the summer. And also the teams, yeah, they're like... Look at Real Madrid, for example. They made Jude Bellingham wait until after the Club World Cup to have shoulder surgery. Even though he's had this shoulder injury throughout the entire season. So that kind of says a lot. That kind of says a lot. Rodrigo, Ardegula, Trent. That's a high foot from Trent, but you know what? We'll leave it. Go on, Trent, have a shot. Just shoot. Just shoot. Vinny, cut in right foot. What is he doing, bro? Al-Tambakti, it stayed in. It stayed in. I don't know, man. Vinny is underwhelming. I can't lie, guys. You know what my hot take is? My hot take is this will be Mbappe's team. One more season, this is going to be Mbappe's. By the end of this season, or the season that comes, this will be Mbappe's team. And Vinicius is going to go from being the star of the team to being a backup dancer. If my job said you got to hold off on surgery and eat some extra painkillers with your Wheaties, I'd be like, how much you been paying me again? Trust me, I'm not gonna lie. If I was getting paid 300k a week, yeah, this knee pain that I'm in right now, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll just take some little injections and play some football. I really wonder how some teams got in, not just Auckland, but also teams like Porto, Salzburg, Juve, Dortmund, Atletico. The inclusion of other teams would have been better. I think with some of those teams... By the way, double substitution. They're sending on the Saudi nationals. They're saying, y'all foreigners can't do it. Let's send on some Saudi players. But what I would say is teams like Juve, Dortmund, Atletico, blah, 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 because they haven't won the champs in recent years, I think it's to do with like a coefficient of where they finished in their league, etc. Auckland actually won like the Oceania Champions League, despite the fact that they came up against some dead teams. They still won it. Leonardo, little 1-2, but that's too much. Tchouameni's going to barge him off the ball. Look how tiny he is compared to Tchouameni. Mila's MCL ain't qualified. Leave my MCL alone, guys. You lot need to stop taking the piss out of my injury before it happens to you. What is Chelsea doing here? They won the Champions League in the last 5 years. That's why. Or in the last 4 years from when the teams were qualified. So from last season when they qualified for this, they had won the Champions League in the last 4 years. Same with Real Madrid. Same with Bayern Munich. Same with, yeah, a lot of these teams, they've won it. But the way you get into it is just too much complication, in my opinion. It's too much complication. This Real Madrid fraud is coming back on. 65 minutes for Trent. Yeah. Do you think United qualifies for the next edition? No idea. I don't see us winning the Champions League in the next 4 years. I do not see us winning the Champions League in the next 4 years. Courtois goes long. Who do I want to see come on? I wouldn't mind. Oh, Endrick didn't travel with them, I think. I remember seeing a report that Endrick didn't travel with them. But there you go. We can see they're playing with a 4-5-1. Real Madrid are playing with a 4-5-1 right now. Or now it's a 4-3-3. Yo, Inzaghi is just shouting at these guys like no man's business. He's injured. What is the hype about Endrick, guys? Honest question. Like, between me and you guys, I have a genuine question. What is the hype about Endrick? Am I just really bad at ball? I got no ball knowledge because I don't see the hype. I genuinely do not see the hype about Endrick. I get it, he's a child, but... Ooh, Arda Güler goes for goal. We need Saudi clubs in the Champions League. No, we don't. No, we don't. We could win the Premier Champions League in 2 years. No way. I'd kill for United to be in the EFL playoffs. EFL playoffs, brother. His hype is he's Brazilian. End of. Yeah, I don't know what the hype is around him. But maybe I should give him a bit more time. People speak about him like he's the second coming of flipping R9 or something. And I don't think I don't know. I've watched him quite a bit. I watched Real Madrid a lot last season. So I just, yeah. But he's a child. So also, I feel like with like Lamine Yamal, you saw the talent, what he could be easily. With Endrick, I wouldn't say it's of that level. Bonu got great passing, by the way. Milinkovic-Savic is still on the floor. Yeah, they're going to stop play. A washed Pato. Not Pato. Endrick is less about his ability, it's about divine intervention. It's the Brazilian tax. They saw a young Brazilian talent. And they thought, yep, we're going to sign him. I feel like because Real Madrid missed out on Neymar, they vowed to never miss out on another Brazilian talent. No one seems to trust Endrick. He's getting no time in Brazil squad before Ancelotti came in, either while they needed a striker. You know what's so funny is Ancelotti came in as the Brazil manager and he said he didn't pick Endrick because he wasn't getting any game time at club level. But you were just the manager at the club. When I saw that, I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, how are you saying that you're not picking him in the Brazil squad because he's not getting enough club playing time, but you were the manager that was not giving him the playing time at club level? What do you think about Savinho? I like Savinho. I think he's good. Yeah, I think he's good. Very direct and yeah. Yeah, I think Savinho is alright. I don't know about you lot, but I think Savinho is good. Ancelotti is jokes, honestly. Ancelotti is so funny. It's remarkable how quickly Barca gave up on Vitor Roque, despite him being equal big talent brought for a lot of money. And that's the thing. I admire teams that do that. I admire teams that do that. Buy a player, you realize it ain't really working. Bam, on to the next. Let's see what Liverpool fans are saying about Trent. Lee Gunner has to be the funniest person ever. Lee Gunner's hilarious. The first tweet I see when I open Twitter is Lee Gunner tweeting in Spanish, and I think this means Trent world-class debut stinker and hooked in Spanish. Trent Debut de clase mundial apestoso y enganchado. That is the funniest tweet I've ever seen. To tweet it in Spanish as well is hilarious. Oh my god. Alright, cool. Let me see what people are saying about him. Let me see what people are saying about Trent. Everyone's just laughing. Someone said, Trent off, hate watch off. Wow. That is so funny. Your Spanish is better than mine. That was not Spanish. Whatever I was just speaking, that was not Spanish. I assumed the goal was Trent's fault. No, it actually wasn't. It was Asensio's fault. And that's why Asensio got taken off. He gave away a penalty. A very poor penalty to give away. Xabi Alonso got a long... Oh! Salim Al-Dasari nicks it off Lucas Vazquez. Leonardo... Oh... Leonardo skies it. Leonardo skies it. Salim Al-Dasari did all the hard work to force it. One thing, if Inzaghi's smart, he would tell them, keep going at Salim Al-Dasari. Let Salim Al-Dasari just go up against Lucas Vazquez. Just let him go up against Lucas Vazquez. Because Lucas Vazquez is a fraud. That guy is horrendous. Did you see the South African team won, by the way? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Shout out to the Mamelodi Sundowns. I think that's their name. There's a lot of Real Madrid fans. Wow. I didn't know America was really this hot like this time of the year, guys. Liverpool fans are so weird. They try to convince us that he's world class, right? And now suddenly he's not and he's crap. Football fans in general, we are fickle, guys. Today I can gas up Bruno. When he leaves United, I'll probably hate on him. Koulibaly, don't give away a penalty. Valverde straight into Bonu's hands. Straight into Bonu's hands. I'm so fascinated that that Real Madrid have this many fans in America. Like, are they the biggest club? Are they the biggest club in America, guys? For my Americans, is Real Madrid the biggest club there? Just the overhit ball that lands back to Real Madrid. Bellingham, another player that I forgot's on the pitch. Calling this Real Madrid team Galacticos is shameless, man. Shameless. Ain't nothing Galactico about this team. They got a lot to prove before they claim to be Galacticos. The whole point of Galacticos isn't it to go on and like win consecutively with your superstars. Arda Güler, Brahim Diaz. I don't know what that skill was. The Bulls are trading for Jalen Green. What? Real Madrid's first corner, guys. Can you believe that? Nearly 74 minutes in, and this is Real Madrid's first corner. Crazy. Can we get a counter-attack? No, we can't. We can't. A lot of South Americans here in America, 95% are Real and Barca fans. That makes sense. All my family in that side of the world seem to support Manchester City for some reason. It's so random. Like, I've got relatives in America and Canada that all support Manchester City. It's so weird. I'm like, what? But I realise it's because they got into football when Man City were on the come up of being good. So, but still weird for me. Why are they still your relatives? Yeah, I know, that's a great question. That is a great question. Who's that Pulled up with cramp. My boy is coming on. Mohamed Kanu is coming on. Guys, this midfielder, baller. Baller. Older guy. I think he's like 31. Let me double check what his age is. 28. No, 30. Yeah, he's 30. So that far off from my assumption. But I promise you guys, just watch him. He's like a baby Yaya Toure. He's like a baby Yaya Toure. He's not a baby because he's a grown-ass 30-year-old, but he's a baby Yaya Toure, proper baller. I remember my first exposure to him was like just before the World Cup, and then I watched him in the World Cup. I thought, oh my god, this guy's good. There was another guy as well that was a right back for the Saudi national team, and I was so impressed by him in the World Cup, and then he just got brought by Roma last summer. Man City fans in America are fans that were just introduced to the Premier League. Yeah, probably. I just don't know why they would pick City out of all the teams. Like, at least pick a team with heritage. Bono better be careful before he concedes a corner. Oh my god, they're doing the Mexican wave. What is this woke nonsense at a football game? Free kick. Who's that down? Someone is down. Is that Ruben Neves, I think? Young people pick clubs that play. Yeah, I know people just generally pick the team that's good at the time that they're watching it. I can't call it the Mexican wave anymore. Why not? Sorry. I didn't mean to say anything wrong. I didn't know you can't say that anymore. What do you think of Douglas Luiz at Juve? No, thank you. Not for Manchester United. The commentator just called it a Mexican wave as well. How's Vinny still on the pitch? I don't know, man. Ryan Cherky got cooked for less, Ryan Cherky today got cooked for less. Vinny got booked for diving in the first 15 minutes and since then has stunk the pitch up. Heavy touch from Milinkovic-Savic. Bellingham. Well, I bet. Am I the only one not impressed with Bellingham either? I feel like Bellingham does not take the game by the scruff of the neck, the way that people make it out like he does. Salim Al-Dasari, shoot! Cano with the ball. I wanted Salim Al-Dasari to shoot from there because that's where he scored against Argentina in the World Cup. Renan Lodi, cut back if you can. No, he keeps it in. Oh, back post. Oh, it lands to Jude Bellingham. Are Real Madrid on the break? Bellingham was literally emoting at Bellingham fell off as soon as Mbappe arrived. People said that about Vinny as well, but maybe they just can't play in the same team as a real superstar. Let's be honest, because Mbappe is a real superstar. Oh, Vinny's coming off now. Why are fans booing? Are they booing him or are they booing the sub? I think they're booing the sub. Too many individual, no team players. I think everyone wants to be the superstar. Ooh, Luka Modric is about to come on. Summer 2025 and I'm still watching Luka Modric play football. This is crazy, man. Oh, who's this kid? He's rapid. He's rapid. Who do you think wins the Ballon d'Or? I think Dembele will win it. Yamal will come second. I think Rafinha should come second. But for some reason, I feel like it will be Yamal. For some reason, I feel like it will be Yamal. Thought Modric left. He's leaving at the end of June, if I'm not wrong. He'll be a free agent at the end of June. Munoz. Bare youngsters on the pitch right now. Howson. Finds the space. Diaz. Vasquez. That's all Vasquez is good at doing. Playing that short ball across the box. That's it. That low ball across the box. That's all he's good at. Look at the Modric fans. Look at the Real Madrid fans in the crowd. They love Modric. What the hell? The fans are not happy. They want the sub to happen before. Arda Güler ball in. Howson puts it over. Do you think some of these teams are deliberately trying to get knocked out of the group stage? Nah. How much do they win? If they win each group stage game, they get 2 million for each game. So the further you get, the better. I think if you get to the semis or the quarters, you're still walking away with like a good 60, 70 million. Excuse me. Double change for Al Hilal. Yeah, I think if you make the quarters, you leave with nearly 60. 70-ish if you... Well, 70, 80-ish if you get to the semis. If you get to the final, you get 110 million if you lose and 125 million if you win. Something like that, roughly. Moteb Al-Harbi and Mus'ab Al-Jawar. Or Al-Jawaya, as the commentator will say. Leonardo has come off. And I don't know who else came off. I don't even know. And Luka Modric is going to come on for Real Madrid. Oof. Valverde wins that ball. Arda Güler. Goal kick. And now Luka Modric will come on. And now Luka Modric will come on. Jude Bellingham coming off. He's still wearing that big ass, I don't even know what, shoulder thing. Because he's not allowed to have surgery. That's ridiculous. He's not allowed to have surgery, so he has to wear that shoulder pad again. Oh, so his contract finishes at the end of the Club World Cup. Yeah, not the end of, not 30th of June, but the end of the Club World Cup. So depending on how far they get. Vasquez with the ball. Why isn't he allowed to have surgery? Because Real Madrid have said he has to play the Club World Cup. So yeah, so that's why they're not letting him have surgery. Florentino Perez, there you go. Mr. Real Madrid in the crowd. Zidane or Modric? Yeah, for me, Zidane. Always Zidane. There's not many midfielders I would pick over Zidane, personally. Vasquez, Modric. Dean Howson, what's he going to do? Drive the ball forward, he does that well. Al Hilal have been on the back foot for the last 5 or 10 minutes. If they can hit on the break now, they might be able to hit on the break, but they're slowing down for some reason. I don't know why they slowed down. I don't know why they slowed the counter down. Very unusual. Have you noticed that Real Madrid switched to a 3-4-3? Have they? No, because Vasquez is playing as a right back. Oh yeah, you're right. They have dropped to a 3-4-3. They got Fede Valverde dropping into centre back. It's not really. Yeah, it is a back three. Yeah, you've got Fede Valverde playing as a right-sided centre back, but that's only in build-up. It's not in defence. In defence, they're playing a back four. In defensive transition, sorry. Vasquez. Arda Güler. Oh, what a pass! What a pass from Arda Güler. And Koulibaly goes long. What is that from Lucas Vasquez? There's no player that gives me the ick more than Lucas Vasquez. I don't know why. He just gives me the ick whenever I watch him. It's just like, ugh, I don't know what it is. Oh, a little hand to the face. A little hand to the face. But now he's calling for a head injury. Oh, he's bleeding. He actually slapped him in the lip. It would be a penalty. That would be so stupid. That's in the box, so you better hope that the ref doesn't think, ooh. But it's a light hand. But he is bleeding, man. That's sad. That's sad, man. Can we get a winner, guys? Do you think Al Hilal can get a winner? Who? It can't be a pen. How many more live watch-alongs planned? I got some for the Women's Euros planned. So for England women in 2 weeks. With the Club World Cup, I think it's just depending on what games it is. Like, depending on which games, I'll do a watch-along for it. If it's worth it. Like, if I think it's going to be a good game. Ooh, VAR check. VAR check. I think it's going to be a penalty. It's very soft, though. And I did say, did we think that we get a winner? Ruben Neves just got booked by the ref for talking smack. Penalty for what? It's Al-Kabani basically just went like this, hand to the face, and he ends up bleeding. He doesn't. I don't think it's intentional. He slaps him in the mouth, basically, just like that. But he's not even looking at him. Yeah, there you go. He's not looking at him. But you don't do that kind of stuff in your own box. Al-Qatani. They keep saying Qatani. It's Al-Qatani. I don't think it's a foul. But I think... No. It can't be a foul because Saudi sponsor this. They might take out their sponsorships. Is it in the panel? It's in the box. Yeah, it is in the box. Wow, the ref is taking a look at it a lot. That's a soft penalty if that's given. The Laker family are selling. Wow, penalty. He said after the review, number 15 did a foul, penalty. Wow. Wow, the Boss family are selling the Lakers. So he gets booked for that as well. Yeah, that's a poor penalty, guys. Real Madrid ain't never beaten the VAR allegations. Because you're telling me even in the Club World Cup, you're getting VAR calls. Come on, Bonu. Step up big time. Oh, that kid looks like he's distraught. Al-Qatani looks distraught. Fede Valverde gonna step up. Bloody hell. Fede Valverde. Bonu! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on, Yassine Bonu. Come on, man. Respect my boy. Respect my boy Yassine Bonu, guys. Come on. Come on. Real Madrid missed a penalty. That's crazy. Thank you very much. Yeah, I knew he was going to miss. For some reason, I thought Bonu... I did think Bonu would save it. Ball don't lie, for real. Xabi Alonso looks pissed. Oi, Al-Qatani, you owe Bonu your paycheck for the week. Because he just saved your ass. Extra time. But we don't know how much time we're going to have. 7 minutes extra time. We've already played 2 minutes. Oh, what a pass. What a pass from Ruben Neves. Al-Qatani. Cano. Is this Al-Dasari that's on this side of the pitch? What is he doing here? Brother, go back to your side of the pitch. Arda Güler, Modric, Arda Güler. There's only one target man in the box. Again, you see, guys, look, this is what I was referencing earlier when teams only have one target in the box and they keep putting balls into the box. New Lakers owner Mark Walter owns the LA Dodgers, LA Sparks, LA Kings. So is he trying to buy every LA team? So he's buying the LA Lakers. Genie Bus, thank you for all of everything you've done, but it's time to go. You and your family, y'all ain't gotta leave, but y'all gotta get the hell out of here. Garcia, backheel, Munoz, Arda Güler, blocked. Handball, offside. Al Hilal's ball. Maybe there might be a winner coming, guys. Do you think LeBron hangs up his boots? Nah, but he needs to get the hell out of my team. I feel like he just, yeah, I don't, LeBron just, I don't know what it is. LeBron just, he doesn't add any, what's the word, calmness to the Lakers team for me. I feel like Lakers players less as a team because there's so much weight on his shoulders. Do you get it? So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Howson. Munoz back to Howson. What's he going to do? Put a delivery in? He does. What a pass. What a ball in. What I would do to have a left-sided centre-back like Dean Howson, guys. He's a proper baller. Is that Koulibaly that got dunked on? Nah, the fact that everyone got their phones out. It makes it even funnier. The fact that everyone has their phones out. Oh, corner for Real Madrid for Yassine Bonu, taking more than 8 seconds to take his play the ball out. This might backfire on him. With 1 minute left. Ball in. Oof. Chouameni gets up. He puts it over. Yassine Bonu was holding the ball in his hands for more than 8 seconds. You think Giannis stays at the Bucks? Nah, I think he'll leave. Giannis is on TikTok all the time. It's so funny, guys. It's so funny. 30 seconds to go. If Al Hilal managed to nick it from here, crazy. One question, guys. A lot of Saudi players go by their first name on the back of their shirts rather than their surnames. Gary, you're welcome. I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around for both watch-alongs. Is this 8-second rule in the Prem? No, FIFA are testing it in this. Oh, quick 1-2. Blocked. Luka Modric getting back to defend. Al Hilal probably the last chance of the game. Now they got a corner. Xabi is sweating. He's using a towel to wipe the sweat off his head. Don't let Salim Al-Dosari take it. He can't beat the first man. The guy is struggling to beat the first man. Every corner he's taken so far. Go on. Beat the first man. I dare you. I dare you to beat the first man. Second, that's the fourth corner that he's done today, guys. That he doesn't beat the first man. Stop letting him take it. I think we might have another minute of play, you know, because of the penalty and the VAR stuff. Big switch to Salim Al-Dosari. If you can see, he's calling for it. There you go. 1v1. Salim versus Vasquez. One more. Oof. Ruben Neves nearly licked off somebody's head top. Ruben Neves nearly licked off Fede Valverde's head. He nearly licked off someone's head. And this might be Real Madrid's last moment. Arda Güler gets flung on the floor. I think this game's over, surely. One v one. Vasquez. Corner. Last corner of the game, I think. They're pissed. They're telling the ref to call it. Al Hilal are pissed for the fact that the game has just continued on. Oof. Arda Güler. Valverde blocked. Hits Howson in the face. Lands to Bonu's feet. I think this is game over now. And 9.5 minutes played. Surely that's game. There you go. You know what, guys? I'm going to be really, really honest. That game was a lot more entertaining in the first half than it was in the second. But I'm glad a lot of people expected for that game to be a complete walk in the park for Real Madrid compared to the opponents that they're coming up against. But Al Hilal are no walkovers. They might be able to go far in this competition. Definitely out of the non-European teams, I think they might be able to go far. But listen, guys, big up to everyone that stuck around for the watch-along. That has to be the longest watch-alongs that I've done, or the longest back-to-back streams that I've done in a long time. Now I need to edit my video. That will be up tomorrow. I'm hoping it will be up tomorrow morning, depending on if my thumbnail is ready in time. I'm hoping it'll be up tomorrow morning, if not tomorrow afternoon. But you guys know what it is, man. Big up to everyone. If you don't want to see more watch-alongs throughout the Club World Cup, let me know, because there's quite a couple of games throughout the group stages that's definitely, I think, worthy of a watch-along. So let me know. But big up to everyone. Like I said, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Big up to everyone that came through throughout the stream. I'll be back tomorrow. You lot know what it is. Daily dose of Minna. Normal time, 4 p.m. UK time, 4:15, 4:30. Just around that time. Daily dose of Minna will be back. Obviously we'll have a video dropping and a lot of content coming across the weekend as well, so make sure you guys check that out. Do Juve and Man City, I think that's next week, right? Inshallah, I will add that to my list. I'm just looking at the games over the next couple of days. There's not Porto versus Inter Miami, no. Palmeiras versus Al Ahly, no. There's really not any games of interest. There is, honestly, guys, the next couple of days, in terms of the reasonable times, yeah, there's nothing worth me doing. I can't lie. I really can't lie. But big up to everyone. I hope to catch a lot of you lot on Daily Dose of Minna. Thank you lot for sticking around. I'm out, guys. I'm off to go ice my knee. Big up. Peace.